Good morning, crackers, tweeties, and YouTubers. Elijah just wants to say hello to the kids. Can you say hello? No, Mummy needs to get on this morning. Say hello. Okay, so you watch your thing. Mummy's just going to crack on. I don't know how easy this is going to be to do because obviously the boys want the phone. So I want to talk about Elijah. You want to say hello to the kids. Say hello to the kids. Say thank you for your monster truck to the lady who sent them to you. Say thank you for my monster trucks.
Thank you.
Say thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to go backwards.
Yeah, you like your monster trucks.
Thank you.
Say thank you for my monster truck. Yeah. Right, I'll do a video with you guys when we're going out, yeah?
Bye, Mummy.
Okay. So basically, I've got the two little ones still laying on the bed this morning. Oh, you want to say hello as well? Go on then. Yeah, I need the phone. You can do your live later when you're skateboarding. Right, say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So basically, there's these two little, beautiful little boys chilling out in their living room in their home. But we are here in Edgbaston House, and it is a one-bedroomed home. And at some point between now and Friday, 4 o'clock, I will get the... 2 seconds, dude. I will get the... knock on the door. I shall open the door. And I'll say hello to the tag around the door. Hi, I'm your new social worker. And they will proceed to walk in. Oh dear, what have you just knocked over? Oh shoot. It's alright, no. Oh, pick it up. Come here, dude. Oh, my mummy's just banged it on her head. It's the shower pole. Come here, you just banged the shower pole on your head. Come here, it's only a little rod. Stand up. And then of course, it's not Dada. Dada's coming tomorrow. Dada's coming tomorrow. It's not Dada. It's just Mummy. No. It was Mummy knocking on the door, sweetheart. It wasn't Dada. It was Mummy knocking on the door. Okay? It was Mummy knocking on the door. Right, what were we watching? It's not Dada, darling. It was Mummy. It's not Dada. It was Mummy. Dada coming tomorrow. Yeah, Daddy's tomorrow. Should we carry on with what we're doing? Do you want to help me? Do you want to help me? Dada! Yeah, Dada coming tomorrow. Yeah, Dada coming tomorrow. Yeah? Dada coming tomorrow. It wasn't that Dada knocking on the door. It was Mummy knocking on the door, darling. I was trying to do something. Yeah? And then, of course, because the door has knocked, all children, if they are with Mum, would assume the knock on the door is Dad. And if they are with Dad, would assume that the knock on the door is Mum. The only two people that children want in the world is Dad and Mum. To all you mums out there who hate the dads for ruining your life, you're ruining your child's life by alienating the father. And to the fathers out there who are playing games with the children to hurt the mothers that they once loved, it's the child that's getting hurt. So now he's settled, and of course that would happen. Actually, every time I've dealt with social services, prior to the door knocking, the kids have ran and either fallen over, or just because it wasn't who they thought it would be at the door, then obviously they've started to cry, or that they feel the energy. Are you okay, dude? Yeah, this is what sort of pulled. We've got the boys have pulled. It's only aluminium. So I just put the new little find in the bathroom last night, so I've pulled everything out of the bathroom. So anyway, I want to proceed because these knocks on the door, some friends of mine who know there are particular knocks when you come to my home of love, and there is only certain energy that I want to come to my home, because my home is a place of peace. It is my sanctuary. It is the place where Yeah, there's no balls. So anyway, I want to just take you. Don't forget, eyes puffing, doodah. People have been accusing me of being drugs and alcohol. It is just the fact that I haven't showered. My hair's a mess. I've got my hat on, and I have cried. Yes. What is it you're after? Speak. Your coat. Yeah. Well, we're not going out. Mummy just wants to come in through the front door. So first of all, I have 2 sets of lights in this hallway. The first light blows the whole light. So we have to keep a light bulb out of the first light in the hallway, because within maybe 2 or 3 days of a new bulb being in there, it completely breaks. He's got one of my jumpers on as a Superman sort of thing. We've got to do this. Have to do the coat up. Have to do the coat up. So anyway, for those that don't know, when you're on child protection, CP, as people know, then social care, and don't forget, I haven't got sound equipment, so I apologise for the sound. There's nothing I can do. Should a child play with a Nerf gun? Being that we provide a war culture, because government is a war culture. So let me just go back to the front door. Shiloh's probably going to follow me. And also, if a social worker's walking in, the perspective of whether they have guns comes down to their own opinion. So hello, little social worker who comes into my hallway, where usually from here proceeds to stink off cannabis, where actually I think they've actually dealt with the situation, unfortunately, because I really like her. So then straight away is the note down of smelling cannabis, because it comes all the way down here and it proceeds to the lifts and to the stairs where it comes out of, and then obviously it proceeds to these stairs here, because the people have a joint at the back stairs. It's alright, you must be there. And of course then, so they come to my door, and obviously that is the first thing that they're noting down. What they're noting is as they cross over, here we go, I might even have them turning up now, that would be so funny. Hello. No, it's not. But that would be absolutely hysterical if he actually turned up now as I was about to do this, because he would hear what I'm saying, and then you would be able to read back the report and see what it is that I'm saying. Oh. So anyway, we have a green carpet, so my kids consider this is the grass of our front door and our personal garden. Yes, darling. You want your shoes off? Shoes on? You want your skateboard? You want your skateboard? Big skateboard or little skateboard? Or both skateboards? Right. So I'm going to have to be careful, because now my kids are outside in the hallway and I am now coming into the living room with my children out in the hallway. They do know that there are places that they can't go in the front door. So, fantastic. I've just had an old friend of mine just PM me, and I might have to grab him very quickly, because his time is essence, because he's an entrepreneur and makes lots of money and does sales and stuff, who can also tell you that the anti-vaccination for doodah is a business, people. It's a business. If you go on to any coaching person who is going, hey, I have the solution to your problem, they will give you a 40-minute spiel about their solution and how their solution will work for your problem, and then all of a sudden they will flip it over and they will sell you a product. I'm not playing with guns. I'm just going to do this for a minute while you guys are out here. Can I just shut this door so you don't go down to the lift? Yeah. Right, so one problem, me with council. Kelly has just closed the fire door. Child protection. The reason I have closed the fire door is because I am out here and the lifts are here, and if the lifts open or anything, as I am in and out, then obviously, yes. Obviously, I don't want my kids going to the lift or any person coming up into the lift to run with my children as I cross over to the threshold between the difference between my private personal space and the public space out here in a block of flats. Now, please, I've just been... Privacy. Oh my God, I am getting mad. You're still there. My surgery has just sent me a Q&A questionnaire. So anyway, I am in Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, Asperger's, dyslexic, traumatised, labelled with many things, mother. That means I would be under the mental health remit. It would mean that I would sit under disability, and it would mean that I would also come under, as dyslexia, then it would come under learning difficulties. But Asperger's is not a learning difficulty, and this is where the system is going wrong. Asperger's is also not mental health. However, with disabilities and with different personality and mechanical types, such as what it actually is, comes, I've just lost my whole train of thinking. I've got brain fog like mad. And also, I do know that this fire door here is now going to alert security with the fact that I have closed it. The problem that I have, and the reason that I'm doing live, is because I can't achieve what I've got to achieve now without crossing the threshold. By crossing the threshold, I activate criminal police. What's the matter? Policy makers. Yes, darling. Upholding policy for agents of the state. Yes, darling. What is it you want on? You're going to have to use words. What is it? You want your shoes off?
Yeah.
Yeah? Undo your shoelaces, it'll make it easier. You want your shoes off. Say shoes off. Off. Shoes off. Is that shoes? Shoes off. Shoes off. Shoes off. Hey. You got really spin. So anyway, being the fact that we're out here, I have 3 residents already, and obviously here my kids out here. So straight away, I now become a ASBO. I become a public nuisance, a disturbance of the peace. By my children being out here in their hallway playing with their monster trucks, and then that alerts people's personal opinions, and then obviously, as I said, then activates complaints from neighbours. So even if I turn my music on now and cross this personalised threshold space into my own home, everything that goes on into this remit out here then becomes a public disturbance of the people. They're just playing in the hallway. What's in your pocket? They have no shoes on. We're not outside. Yet we are outside. We got a pine cone. Now where did we get the pine cone from? Outside. This was, excuse me. No, you do not go through that door. This is the stairs that Dean was coming through. And this is where they said he was coming through, causing a row between me and Dean. And actually, she hadn't told me the truth, and I know her, so that's them lying. Can you come away from the door? This is also why I stay out here and keep the door open. Yeah, you want your pine cone? I'll go and get it. I'll go and get the door. I'll get it. I don't mind the boys coming down here with me, but they can actually push that door. And what would concern me is somebody leading my children out of here. So therefore, I remain, if they just want to come and play with their little trucks and stuff out here. And I try to keep it as timely as possible. Obviously, it rains a lot here in Portsmouth. So anyway, I just want to show you something. This is what the social worker would be walking into straight away. Now, obviously, this was done initially because Dean was quite anarchic when we got here to the States. He's a graffiti artist. And we knew we weren't going to stay, so he was just going to turn this into a photo shoot gallery. So I've got the lifts going now, and probably get told off for this door being open or just causing me stress and anxiety. So obviously this is a fire door, so fire door should only be closed when and if there is a fire and has to be kept open at all times, really. So, do I stick to the fire safety rules, or do I stick to the safeguarding of my children? Well, I'm going to choose to close that door. So anyway, I used to keep my buggy here. And the reason that I kept my buggy here, as you can see, it's not obstructing the door at all. There is a planet clip there. My buggy has taken up no space. What are you doing with your nappy? Alright, my son's just kicked a nappy on, but he's got a long finger. And of course, as you can see, by where I'm standing, the space was enough for my double buggy. Now, my double buggy, my son's just kicked the nappy off, I don't know where it is. Now, my double buggy obstructs my hallway. In order to get the double buggy out, I actually have this at my front door now, because there's been times that I've come out here to my bin chute. This is where my bin chute is. And here's a shitty bin chute, by the way, that doesn't even look at that. Yeah? So then we have an overflow. Somebody can't even be asked to put their fucking... Ow! Now stink of beer, which you just sing. So the social worker turns up now. And I stink of alcohol on my fucking hands. You're not going down there. No, I've got to go and wash my hand quickly. Oh, for God's sake, let me get it for you. Hold the door. Hold the door. Hold the door. Hold the door. So now I've got alcohol on my hands. And a social worker turns up and says that he could smell alcohol on my breath. So actually, I've just put cans down the bin and just stop throwing it down there and spilt the residual on my hands. Guys, peace. Give him one of the monster trucks, please. No, you got two. Give back his monster truck. No. Give back his monster. Give back one of his monster trucks, please. Excuse me, can you give back one of his monster trucks? Without hitting. Excuse me, people are watching this behaviour. Thank you. Excuse me. Now, you say sorry. You dare. Love. You share. Sharing. Excuse me.
Get out my arm!
Right, now pack it in. I'm going to say no. Go say sorry to your brother. Right, go say sorry. Play nicely. Problem 1. Children fighting over toys. 2 boys. You've just witnessed it yourself. I have to be on it, because when they go on each other, they go. Shiloh, ultimate fighting warrior champion. Even the way he's standing right now with his big freaking nappy on and his Spanish thing. I would dread to think the person that ever provokes or pushes Shiloh to... Elijah is a bit of a wuss. Shiloh would be somebody who would stand up for himself and ultimate like his father. And he's going to wash this... Just stay there while I wash my hands. Just wash this beer, because if one of the Roberts Centres people comes past, or one of the social workers comes past, and my hand does smell of beer, and I'm on child protection, then obviously straight away it would be on their monitoring sheets that they could smell alcohol on me. They would say me. But as you've just seen, I just put beer down the chute. Yeah, is that just broken off? Okay, it's just broken off the monster truck. Oh, frick's sake. All right, be careful. So obviously straight away, because the buggy is here, the word used is clatter. So on approaching the property, the house was cluttered, or a mess, okay? So straight away for me as a mother with EBS, I've got to get this buggy out. You already saw yesterday how I had to climb over my car. This is how much this system thinks from the perspective and point of view of somebody who is diagnosed legally with a condition, hence giving you paperwork when you're dyslexic. So anyway, guys, you stay up that side now, yeah? I'm just going to go into the hallway.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want any truck? You're happy with your monster trucks?
Hey, need a purple monster truck.
Where is the purple monster truck?
There.
Where? I'll get some more. Well, if your monster trucks were in your monster truck box, then I would be able to go and get your monster truck box, and you would be able to have your monster trucks. But they're not in your monster truck box, are they? Where are all of your toy boxes right now? And lucky a social worker is not walking in. So, I am going to shame and humiliate myself and embarrass myself to the worst case scenario of ever a social worker turning up to my property. And being it's Monday, they would have all sat down to their core meetings, statutory meetings this morning, talking about all of their caseloads, all of the people that they have there on their caseloads, which is also in breach of your freedom of request, because they are sitting down with other people who do not know you or are not part of your case, discussing you as a case. They also intercede, talking to each other as buddies and colleagues and workers about the caseloads and cases that they have on. Again, talking about the energy of you as a human being who has a right to a private life, and also for not your trauma to be taken and used as gossip and conversation around a table of agents of the state. Actually talking about things that are not true, stating that mother would... just so you know, there was a load of beer cans down there, so I've just put them down, and I've ended up spilling some of it. So if I stink of beer and that stinks of beer, that's why. So it's not a mother being an alcoholic with children in the hallway.
Mom, what's your name?
Coming to check why the fire door was open, because there was no other reason to be here. Told you. So that is how quick it is, guys. And that was just that the pharmacist had come to drop off medication here and has probably reported downstairs that the fire door's closed. Or no relevance whatsoever, and just on time going around doing their checks. Who knows? But at the end of the day, I'm a meanie. I'm in trouble. You in trouble. You meanie. Kiss. You ain't mean. You're beautiful.
You're me. I got beat you back.
I'm gonna beat you back. I'm gonna beat your bum.
That's me.
The only fighting you ever do, mate, is when you are fighting for your life. Do you understand?
Never catch me.
You're never gonna catch you. So anyway, welcome to my humble abode. And then in here I go. So straight away.
Go race with me. Go race with me.
I'll go race you first. All right, quickly. Go on then. Go. Race. Go on, go. Fast. Go. And race back.
You race backwards.
Oh, I've got to go backwards, have I? All right, Mummy's got to go backwards. So, go. Anyway, one is causing disturbance with one neighbours. So let's get this done. 2 seconds, guys. Obviously, I have coats up here.
Hey.
Coats for me. Run.
Hey.
Shiloh.
Hey.
Yes, darling.
You race like cars.
You can race your cars. I'm listening. Just stay in the hallway. Elijah, Mummy, Daddy. And Daddy's stuff is here, whether Daddy is with Mummy or not. It's just that while he doesn't have a home, while we're doing what we're doing, are we staying together or are we not? What's the matter, darling? He still has a space here. Ball? You want a ball? Okay, he wants a ball. Hang on, just let me get the football. Let me climb over the bikes. You want football? You got your football? And down here, this is actually not my crutch. This is actually Katie's crutch. So for those of you who know Katie, who's out there on the field, this is actually one of Katie's crutches that she left in my car. So it's still here, Katie. Your crutch is still here, and actually has been handy sometimes. So down here is the mixer that is up for sale that can't go down to the storage unit, and my son's suit, the carpet that's been folded up to go down to the storage unit, and I've started to bag up clothes that is going down to the storage unit. And this is my laundry basket that I think has seen better days. That has to go down to the bin downstairs. And also the boys have pulled off the shower curtain, and I can't actually get it back up, but I can actually neatly tuck this in my bathroom behind my door. Now the other thing is, in the bathroom last night I actually found this little beauty. I can hear someone outside, hang on. Oh, I can smell that beer now. Right. Smell that bloody beer on me now. I must have got it on the corner. So I found this little beauty last night. As you know, I find things. So this little beauty I found last night, this is actually just me putting something on top of it. I was hoping it was going to fit under here, but obviously it is too tall because I have an overflow in things like nappies, toilet rolls, baby wipes, which we can't get at the moment, so that's quite handy. So that space under there is completely empty. But it is too small, so what will happen is I will either put this down in the storage and it will come when we move and try it in the new place, and if it doesn't, then it will either go to somebody as a gift or it will go up for sale, or I could put it up for sale now and keep me afloat, but then I cross into the lines of benefit fraud. So now this is more cluttered than it was, and obviously it's all nice. These are the things, by the way, that go onto my thing that Shiloh uses as a surfboard in the bathroom. So he's actually taken those off and uses those as a surfboard. But obviously the kids have got toys in the bath, which haven't come out of the bath yet. And obviously that is a normal activity of children in the bath. But with the fact that I'm in a 1-bedroom flat and I have to do my drying on this fucking thing, and it is in front of the hallway, and there is no space for the high chair, so the high chair is out here in the hallway with the clothes that are drying. It's £1.50. Yes, darling. What's the matter with it?
Look.
Oh, nothing else broke. The suspension broke.
Yeah.
It's all right. We're used to these ones. They don't last. You're still there. I thought I'd lost you. So also, because I'm drying, the bed sheets are off. Right? So this particular bed sheet would cost me £3 to dry downstairs. So the bed sheet is hanging, obviously, in the hallway above the fire. And this is now proceeding to clutter because this is the clothes of the boys that was actually folded. Even Daddy actually folded it. And I've got to go through and take out what the boys have outgrown, because obviously we're coming out of the winter now, so we still need some winter clothes because we're not quite in spring, but they have actually outgrown a lot of these clothes. So they will then be bagged up again and put at the front door here, which is inside my hallway. This is just me being lazy, throwing my clothes up top. But this is all the towels. Towels haven't got a place to go, and I've just been lazy and just thrown it on top of the hamster cage. But to show you to the level that I am usually quite straight, is obviously things like my shoes and stuff I'd rather have in a cupboard, but they are actually lined up. The boys have been like getting their shoes out, but their bikes have been dumped because we've been out on the bikes this morning, hence why they've been back in the bath, because they got really muddy. So they've been back in the bath and they've got their little robes on, and the bikes have just been chucked down. So of course you proceed into their bedroom, climb over their freaking bikes, and obviously they have these little boxes. The books are still there. They haven't managed to tumble the box. Dean has literally just taken all of his stuff out of his rucksack and bundled it in there. We only have this one wardrobe, and this one wardrobe is for 4 people. And then obviously it's a double bed in here because the boys sleep in here and then I sleep in the sofa in the bedroom. Now usually I am very organised. Obviously DVDs are up there. This is puzzles, which needs to be put back in, people, animals, and then obviously we have small cars, and then doodah, and then these little things obviously usually have like the magnets in one box, and then these in another box that the boys have, obviously, and they're not really that sturdy, to be honest, as well. And then we've got this thing up because obviously if I have the curtains open, then this is the level that people walk past my window on a daily basis. So the darkness is obviously because these are closed at all times, because otherwise they see the kids jumping on the bed and things. But as you can see right now, so climb over, I'm going to stand up here on my son's little thing here and show you, to a social worker's point of view, what the frick my boy's bedroom would look like. But that is actually just a dumper truck, 2 pillows, a hat, and then their 2 abacus things and a box that they've had some of their things out, so it actually isn't that much. And then obviously this is their bikes and their scooters. Now, I don't usually live like this, guys. This is just, I had the weekend off and I've got lots on. So the boys have been through my folders. And no, I didn't used to be a school governor. Somebody gave me a handbook for all of their stuff to read what went on in the education. So that was someone giving me the handbook so I could have a read at what was in the child protection for things. So this is one of the reasons that I don't want to send my children into the state and what people don't see. So this is here a poster here of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome support. So this is a little girl about Faith's age, a zebra. So basically in the classroom, writing pain, poor posture, poor legibility, poor grip, weak focus. General, tires easy, often dizzy, headaches, nausea, movement, poor coordination, slow, hesitant, PE reluctant. How to help a child with EDS. Make sure that they are well hydrated, rest when they need to, have put from physio or OT. How can Ehlers-Danlos syndrome affect a child at school? And then obviously you can get all of the information from the professionals. Here lays the problem. They haven't been pulling professionals in. So if, say, said social worker walks into one's living room, first of all, as I've said, I sleep in here. So the boys have been jumping on my bed this morning, which is this one. So straight away, even if that was just out, it still looks cluttered. But the boys have had their Cheerios this morning. So obviously, I put Shiloh's high chair away, but obviously Elijah's high chair chair is still sitting here. And we got a parcel yesterday, so they've been playing with the boxes and playing with the boxes. So the boxes are out and about. And because I don't have just a normal telly or a laptop or anything that functions normally, we have the laptop that plugs up to the telly so the boys can watch YouTube through here. As you can see, it's numbers, colours, things like that. They watch documentaries. And then we've got the DVDs down here, which, as you know, all children that are young end up pulling the DVDs out or pushing the DVDs out. And the boys have made a bloody great mess here with their juice, throwing down their toys. The football is in here, another monster truck. And then we proceed to the kitchen. And the kitchen is actually all of the things that I need to get down to the storage unit. This is what is causing me the problem. In a minute, I am literally, what I would actually like to do right now, I can hear someone in the hallway. What I would actually like to do right now, he's got his bike out. What I would like to do now is take the buggy out, bring the buggy into the hallway, and then start loading up next to the bin all the things that I've got to put down to the bin chute that don't go in here. What have you done? Yeah? So basically, all of the things that don't fit in here. Yeah? So if it doesn't fit in here, it's got to go downstairs. I'll show you. Watch your fingers because that's going to shut. It's got to go downstairs. I'll show you because I can actually see it from the window. So basically, I've got to go down the lift and then take it down there. Yeah? So there's the green bins down there. And as long as they're not locked and I can get it in through the little thing, we have nowhere to dump stuff here. You get fined £70 if you leave anything, which is why I like going and collecting it and then people don't get fined. So if it doesn't go in here, basically I like to put all the stuff that's going down to the bin here, and all of the things, because I talk to my neighbours about it, all of the things that are going down to the storage unit here. Anything that is mine, that is coming back into the house, then I bring all the way down the bottom, go right out the way. These are not fire safety windows, by the way, guys. We cannot get out of these fucking windows. In fact, they're even barred and locked down, so we actually can't get out of the windows. Yes, it's fine. Obviously, while I would be doing this, probably take me about 40 minutes to get everything that's going downstairs. So basically, what's the matter? You want your shoes on? Is that the 7 or the 8? The 8. Yeah. You sure? Go and push. Yeah, my spacky fingers can't do that, you know. Hang on, put the phone down. Look at my disgusting, horrible green walls. Push. Push. you go. Push. So basically, this is an ongoing project that I would have done over the weekend, but I couldn't because over the weekend we have harsh security here. We have people coming because it's obviously Friday, Saturday night, and that means someone like me has to deal with bully boy security people just because that's a 7-1, I think. No, that's an 8. So I have to deal with security because as a mother here, and it wouldn't even make any difference if Dean was here carrying it downstairs and getting rid of it. If the buggy is proceeded out here while I'm doing it, because I have to come in and out of the flat, or if I have something up here while we're taking stuff down, it's a fire risk the whole time it's happening. So basically I'm stuck. So here goes. I went to ring adult social care this morning to sort of say to them, look, I'm going to understand this syndrome, Mum. I need you to give me some space and hold some space while I get it downstairs, or you need to give me a facility that sorts this because we're dealing with an overcrowded, clearing out, children outgrowing toys and things like that. The fact that it's been seasonal, Christmas, changing things over. The fact that I've been getting items that, aren't of great quality, that break and I have to get rid of. This is just natural living. It's just inappropriate place. So basically I'll just go back into the kitchen because that's not actually my normal standard of living. So basically I would like to just box up. The boxes are downstairs in the storage unit and I'm stuck because I can't get into them at the moment. So in a minute I would literally just wazz around, put the bed around, pick up all the toys, throw them on there, take all the toys through to the boys' bedroom. Then they get all sort of dumped on the side in the boys' bedroom. Boys' bedroom gets shut down now until the rest of the flat is resolved and the boys remain out in the hallway while I play. If not, then the boys have to come in, which then means as I clear up a room, they're then trashing another room, blah, 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 blah. Now, at any point, health visitor, social services can turn up at any point. Obviously, my home is not usually to well, actually, yes, it is. This is just all in one go. But all of this, obviously, these are going to go into my pencil cases. This is going to be part of the home. This is going to become... You don't need to tell everybody you need a wee. Go on, go for a wee. Come on. I'll give you some privacy. Elijah, doodah, wee-wees. You get your hat. Where's your hat? Where is your hat? That's not your hat, is it? Where's your hat? Safety hat. Where's your hat, dude? Where's the hat? See, this is what annoys me, going around looking for things. This is what winds up an Aspie girl. Where is your hat? I'm looking for your hat. I am doing to the best of my ability right now in this organised chaos, which hats should be where I leave hats and hats get put on. So we've got a hat down there. That's not the right hat. There's a hat there. That's not the right hat. The actual hats all belong on the back of the door. And his hat's not on the back of the door. Are you going for a wee-wee, dude? Make sure you pull up your... Just go to the wee-wee on toilet. Or do you want to go in the potty?
In the potty.
This one.
There's that potty.
Alright, make sure you just don't get your robe wet. Put it on the floor. I'll come out the bathroom so you've got some privacy. Just keep your dressing gown out of the way. Right, where's this hat? Hat. I've got a feeling your bike is broke as well, dude, because it's... Oh, there you go. Well done. Are you putting it on or am I putting it on? Let me just... Do you know what? I can even smash this phone putting it down when I do that. Right, there's your hat.
Mama.
So basically... Yes, sweetheart. Yeah, you want to take that outside there as well? Now, under normal circumstances, and when I've raised Liam and Daniel and Aaron and Faith, my children have always had a garden. Now, at the end of the day, that's personal responsibility from my part because I came to Portsmouth. What, you want that off? It's fine. And at the end of the day, when you have children, it's your responsibility to work, have the cash, buy your land, have your house, and provide for your children. I've come to government, I've come to the state, and I am on social housing and government benefit. And people think it's an amazing, great life. I'm not on any disability, so I don't have a mobility vehicle like I did in 2010 when I was in the media. I'm not on PIP or anything like that, and I'm not under the functions of this country as somebody who's sick and doesn't work. However, they are trying to force me back that way, and that is part of what is going on. They want me on PIP, they want me on disability, but not to aid me to be who I am. Basically, then they can put me in a 2-bedroom flat, and I would be on slightly a little bit more money, and that was meant to pay for my physio, personal health, and all of my care. You don't want your bike? And of course I've got extremist outdoor kids who are probably EDSers too. If they go to school, they will be told that they can't do this, they can't do that. What is it you want, sweetheart? Car? Which car? I like order, I like structure. I like to know where everything is. I have a mantra, everything has a place, everything has a space. When I first had... Car? Okay, when I first ever had what is classed as carers, and I had an indicative budget of 14 and a half hours to employ somebody personally to basically keep on top of this stuff, because as an EDS mother I sublocks my discs, I dislocate things. Cleaning is very, very, very strenuous. Obviously on somebody lifting and carrying boxes is obviously very strenuous. Even the fact that I've just lifted that car out, I've just literally cracked my fingers up, as you can see, and that is literally just the fact that I've carried that car. So I've got to now wait for these two. Yeah, you can see it in my knuckles and in my hands. There you go. So basically, oh, my hands hurt. And I've also just twisted my back and neck because I've tried to come around the buggy in the hallway. The fact that my son's bike is like this right here, right now, and it's considered abandoned and a health and safety and fire hazard. I have 2 children. Playing in a hallway where I have closed the door so they cannot press the buttons if this said door is open,
It's so much fun.
as children like to do, so they don't press the button. And obviously then that would mean, and I would hear it because I'm not listening to my kids. I don't just abandon and leave them out here. I'm in and out, in and out. But at the end of the day, I don't want to be in a situation where that happens, somebody either coming up themselves, and said little kids here are up and down this side thinking it's really cool now to trundle off in the lift. As Elijah has actually done when we've been coming in, and I've turned around to grab the shopping, and he's gone in the lift, and the person in the lift has has pressed the button and actually gone up with my son and not mother. So idiot. Somebody actually called the lift upstairs, that was it. So somebody had called the lift and the door shut in the time that I went to pick the shop. Elijah was with me helping me, and Shiloh had gone in the lift. So I think about these things. So as I'm going to go back in the flat again, I'm going to shut this door because it's not even worth the 2 seconds it takes. And these are playing here. There is nobody else watching them at the moment. But if I was a mother, I could be in my home, washing my pots, doing my cleaning, with my children playing out in the garden. This is normal functioning living. I don't know how any person lives like this. Also, if a social worker turned up, my 2 boys have just taken their pull-ups off because obviously they're nappy training, and they've dumped them down here. So, if a social worker saw that and it could just literally be they've just done it. So they've done it themselves. I haven't taken them off. They've just literally taken their nappies off and dumped them down there. Where do these belong, guys?
No.
In the bin. So this is my bin. This is my bin chute. I obviously have a report against me that Dean had to kick the door in because I had got locked out and Dean had just got back, and I was actually just tidying up, taking the nappies out and the bins. Oh, you can't bring the buggy out here, that's just going to cause too much problems. No, if you bring that buggy out here, mate, I'm going to have police and social at this door pretty quick. The buggy's got to stay there in there. Because even though he just wants that buggy out, look, he just wants to pull his buggy out and go up and down. If he does, I'm going to have security here going, Kelly, you know you can't have the double buggy out here, don't you? And you know I now have to fill out a report. That report is then going to revoke out of hours childcare. Childcare then come. Look, who wants this buggy out? So I'm actually going to use this video because I actually want the buggy out because I want to hoover. So I have to bring the buggy out in order to hoover because otherwise I've got to leave the buggy in there and hoover around it. All because I can't do this. I haven't got my keys, guys. I haven't got my keys out here. Don't lock that door, mate. That's how easy it is. So, hence why I keep my keys around my neck. But on this particular day that I locked myself out, which has nothing to do with this, it's just that they've brought all things back that have been put on me, calls made, things like that, campaigners that have made calls on me. It all got brought back in that meeting. We had a new chair. Hence why I keep the battery. It's a dead battery, but again, the battery is a child thing. And look, they're just literally wanting to mess around. Being kids. You can really see I'm beating them, aren't I? I'm emotionally abusing them, aren't I? I'm lacing them up with heroin injections, aren't I? I'm fucking ragging them down to paedophile rings, aren't I? I'm neglecting them. I'm abandoning them. I'm taking them to pubs and clubs and debauchery world. Nope, it is just an Ehlers-Danlos syndrome mother who is here on her own in a one-bedroom flat, not even a 2 or a 3, but a one-bedroom flat with complete overcrowding, with a mother who's a coach, and whenever things get too much for me, the best thing that I can actually do is, that's just my new neighbour, I've got new neighbours now, and just to say it, you know, I'm living there in a one-bedroom flat, struggling. This is a 2-bedroom where Sarah's moved out, and they've moved an Asian, non-English speaking family, no disrespect, I'm not being racist, but they've moved an immigrant family in there into a 2-bed when I'm struggling next door in a 1-bedroom as a British citizen. Hence why Boris Johnson needs to look after his said own, and obviously people have a right to travel and appreciate countries and live wherever they like, but our British taxpayers are actually paying for 3 times the amount of rent in here because it's a Roberts link, to pay for their rent, to support them, to support their family. Yes, they'll go and get work. They always do. I don't really know many Asian families that end up in benefit systems, to be honest. But Great Britain isn't a free ride for everybody, do you know what I mean? The care system is here for the vulnerable. The care system is here for the broken. The care system is here for people born with physical difficulties. The care system, yeah, you want that done. The care system is not here to be abused by people who just don't want to go to work. The care system is not here for people to fake it. The care system in disability is not here for people to pretend they have back injuries. The care system is not here for people to want higher rate DLA, so they have to pinch their kids and make them cry and make matters worse. And the social care system is not here for people to abuse because they want free things or they want to show how bad their problem is so they can sit at home and watch recounts of Jerry Mackay, EastEnders, Coronation Street, and sit on their fucking asses while other people are going to work, having to pay high rates of tax to be able to support the vulnerable people of Great Britain. The system is not here to be taken the piss out of. The system is actually here to try to help. We have greed, we have corruption, and we have people making... That's not there. That goes all the way around you. It's already in. That's to go over your arms. It's not there, though. That's for reins. You're not a baby with reins on. Oh, no, you're not. Okay. No, sorry. You are correct. I stand corrected. My deepest apologies. Yep, no, you are absolutely correct. Stand with it. Sorry. No, I was the incompetent one then. You are correct. There you go. If it was paperwork, I should amend it because actually I was incorrect and my son was right. So all my son's wanting to do is go up and down the hallway. Now, it is a nice day today. We could be out and about, but I don't know, darling. What is it?
Oh, it's warm.
Oh, have we got... No, it's not. It's just the broken thing off of the toy. It's fine. Yeah, we made this mistake over the weekend that we went out on Saturday and we went out on Sunday. And Sunday is my cleaning day. So, and obviously with the girls and things. So I abandoned my cleaning day yesterday. And I decided to do it on a Monday, because in Portsmouth, Monday is actually a day off. But obviously for social care, it's not. So literally, because child protection has been done, I have now had so the first 2 social workers that came around with the police, they said there was no issues and could see it for what it was. They wrote their report. So then that goes to the next line, so that's gone to somebody else. It was probably 5, 6, 7 different people have probably touched it. And now I had another social worker turn up on Christmas Eve to bring some presents out and tell her that she was completing the report. So she brought the report out. And then obviously, because they're removing us, even though she had the paperwork, as you heard on my live the other day, shush, quiet it down. The housing manager said that he had given the social worker the report. We got flat tyres to say that a management move was being done. But if people remember rightly, I'd agreed not to sue Portsmouth Council. Yes, for an unlawful and unnecessary detainment and removal. Right, you've got a flat tyre. Oh, wrong side, sorry. Would you like me to check all of the tyres?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, hang on. Oh, I haven't got time. I have to double charge you for fixing the engine. You just told me I had to do the tyres, mate. And that's 20 quid a tyre. Well, no, but you can't go anywhere, mate. 20 quid a tyre or I'll take the tyres off. Oh, no, you're not climbing out. What do you want in there? You want to get in there or you want something in there? So basically, you're either a 24/7 mum or a working mum and you put your kids in nursery, or a Jeremy Kyle mum who puts her kids in nursery, or like me, just a mum who just wants to be with her kids and raise her kids. It's not the state's job, it's not the school's job, it's not the health visitor's job, it's not the doctor's job, it's not social's job, it's mine and their dad's. And we're quite happy to travel with our kids and be out and about. So, hey! Okay, Mama's got to go and be Mama. Oh, for God's sake, seriously? Right, we'll go for a week. Now you've got a phone call. Right, you ready? Right, anyway, I've got to go and make the most of my buggy being out here and hoover that hallway and get it back in the buggy before I have social and the police. I have a report writer entering my home, assassinating my home, and ripping me to pieces, and turning me into a criminal yet again, because this is on child protection. Now, if I was a social worker turning up on the door, I'd turn around and go, come on, love, we've got an hour, mate. Get into that storage unit, let's go get them boxes, get packed up. I'll take kids down to the park for you, love, while you get it packed up if you want. I've got an hour with you. And if it's a female one, hey, come on, let's get their clothes. I know another mum that really loves them. Let's get them bagged up. And I'll take them down to the mum and baby unit to a couple of mums that I know. That's the system I want to see. Wow, what a system that would be, hey? Yeah, rose petals for social workers. They actually help rather than hinder. But they don't just hinder, do they, guys? At any point, they could write a report about me that goes, this is out of our depth, this is above our pay scale, we've got to get a psychologist involved in this one, or you've got a crash, or we've got to get the GPs involved or doctors, and actually let's go take it. And then they've done 3 things: to remove, to not remove, or to no orders. The system's flawed. The system pitfalls to threshold. This line here that we have to toe, yeah, to being classed as possible future emotional harm, where people I've got Elijah, you just turn your head a minute. Go for how fast can you go down there? Where social workers have got crystal balls. Seriously. So how the heck do you toe the line of righteousness in a world that is run by the devil and is so damn fucking corrupt? And this shit is really going on, guys. And innocent children and innocent vulnerable parents are being absolutely ramrodded through the social care system, completely failed. And even people who are getting a little bit of help, and they might get a bit of counselling, and it might be a few plasters. You got a flat tire again. Plasters on gangrene.
My engine is stalled.
Eventually it's all going to come back out again.
It's broke.
And you're going to keep going around and say, oh, your engine. Okay, we've got to get a mechanic for the engine though. I'm not a mechanic, and if I try to actually be a mechanic on your car, then...
Fill it up.
But I can put petrol in it. I'm qualified to do that. Shh. How much petrol would you like? You've got to pay for it. How are you going to pay for it?
Give some card.
Yeah, but that card needs money on it, mate. What are you going to do to put money on that card?
What?
Have you got money on your cash card?
Oh, yeah.
You have got. You can pay for this petrol. I'm not carrying on if you can't pay for this petrol.
There you go.
Okay, alright, I'll put some petrol in. Alright, okay, that's only £10 though.
Okay.
Okay, £10 petrol it is. Hi, close your cap. Right, there you go. That £10's not going to get you far, mate. Anyway, guys, I hope you're getting the point of what it is that I'm trying to say, of what's caused me to go back on child protection, and it was no different to this last time. And then the key word that keeps getting said is, what's the matter now? Oh, see. And this little EDS child keeps hurting his wrist. Don't you dare take it out on each other. Right, what's happened? My fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah? Don't start with each other, please. Right, if he wants to go on his skateboard, don't start. Right. Hey. He's not touched you. Right, ready? You back on?
Yeah.
Right. So if you... So these little boys need a garden. Mum has got to get in here and get a load of sales stuff done. I am on benefits, so to all you people out there that want to pull me up for fucking benefit fraud, I run my accounts tight. I know every penny in, every penny out. So do it. Go for it. And I'm coming out of this system as a working mum. And this time, they're not shutting me down. This time, I am coming back out to talk about how to put the great back in Britain. And this time, I have 6 kids. And I'm going to be on the other side with all 6 kids. What do you want off there? You want a piece of tape off there? There you go. A bit more. And my kids did see me light these off yesterday. Yeah, I can't get it all off.
Are you sure?
I'll have to get the lighter on it and do it, but I'll have to do it later.
Yeah. Are you
There you
sure?
go.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure?
I am sure. So anyway, guys, I'm going to shoot off and go and trash my house even more. But I'm struggling because I have to keep it all in the kitchen because I can't bring it in the hallway. So my kitchen's getting completely barricaded up now. And I know of another house here that does the same, but actually it's from their other spaces, and they've got child protection too. Look, social workers, get out there and save real baby peas, yeah? Get out there and save people that are actually abusing their children, and get your child protection system away from families with physical conditions. And actually, you need a supportive system for families, and that comes from holistic approach. This system's fucked. this system is causing for children to be unnecessarily placed into foster care. They could turn around to me now and go, hey, it's fine. We've got a 4-bedroomed house the kids can go and live in. A forever family. You can't provide for your kids. And actually, very soon, parents are going to be denied benefits and denied social housing. So to those people who just thought that it was a way of life, you're going to find out, actually, that ain't the way of life. You've got to work for a living in this country. And they will be making sure that everybody is going to work. So you've got to work on that money mindset very, 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 very quickly. Because if you haven't been given that tool and that skill, you're going to find yourself out on the arses, on the streets, begging. So get our shit together, guys, because this is going to get worse before it gets better. And the only way it's going to get better is for us all to take back our own hearts, minds and souls, get our own homes in order, get our own shit together, stop pointing the fingers at everybody else, stop comparing ourselves to everybody else, and just live a good life and live your life for you. I can't take it all off, dude. And not for anybody else. It's not selfish to do that. The happier, healthier and thriving you are, the better the world is. The more depressed, suppressed and miserable you are, the evil the world gets. So anyway, I can't get all the plastic off. You can get as frustrated as you like with the plastic, but I actually can't get it all off. I'm going to have to get a lighter. Get a lighter, yeah? Right, I'm going to go and get a lighter, so I need 2 hands to take this plastic off for him because it's frustrating him. Have a great day, guys. And as soon as social care do turn up, I'll let you know. But if anyone wants to get them videos to me like you all promised that you were going to, so I can have the video cameras up, I don't mind. I'll film them live all the way through this. I waive my rights to anonymity because it's abusive. Yeah, I'm going to get the lighter. It's abusive what they're doing to people with physical conditions. Where is it? We're not criminals. And we do our damn best.